Alright, hey, Shalom. Welcome to my GMS Gallows on the Streets page once again. And I want to give all glory, all praises to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, whom I worship. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone who taught me this truth, this word. I would like to give a thanks to a hearty Thawada to my brother hasten his coming. All right, Kazak, and because he sent me a video, he shared with me a video dealing with the RFID chip, and you know, and this is it's an episode of the Dr. Oz show, and in this video, pretty much Dr. Oz is shedding trying to shed a positive light to the RFID chip. And you know, he's doing the will of the Illuminati, you know, the elites, trying to push that RFID chip out there and trying to add some reasons why that, you know, they should get it. So now the name of this this show is gonna be the RFID chip. Is it the world's new savior? Okay, because that's the reason why the Heavenly Father is gonna kill a whole lot of people that receive this RFID chip, because people are trusting in Esau's technology. They're gonna trust in the chip, and as if the chip can save them, because that's one of the things they're gonna be pushing out there. People who have health problems, health issues, you know, they're saying that the RFID chip can bring medical response quicker for them and stuff like that if they're in a serious health crisis or something, you know. So these are some of the things they're going to be pushing out there to bring out the chip. Now I got a video queued up, and I'm gonna let it play, and then we'll go into, you know, some scriptures. Okay, so hope you enjoy it.
Today's show is all about the latest breakthroughs. Turns out one of the biggest discoveries is actually this tiny. See how small that is? This little chip may be the next big thing, and it sounds like it's right from a sci-fi movie, but people all over the world are implanting these into their wrists. So I asked my producer, Dean, to find out more about this cutting-edge technology and what it could mean for your health.
Whether it's our smartphones, our watches, our fitness trackers, or our Bluetooth headphones, it's clear that technology is not just part of our lives, it's running them. It's how we buy things, watch things, how we date, stay safe, even how we travel. Paul? Cool. We're so attracted to our devices that they're basically becoming a part of our bodies. But what if they really could become a part of our bodies? Well, guess what? They can. Meet the RFID microchip. This tiny chip, which can be implanted into your wrist, yes, I did say wrist, uses short-range radio frequency identification, similar to the tech used to track your pets or your phone. Once implanted in your body, it could identify you as you pass through the airport, open the door to your home. It could even be used to buy groceries at the supermarket. Now, your driver's license, passport, keys, and wallet are all inside your body, contained in something the size of a grain of rice. I know it might sound like sci-fi, but it's not. 10,000 people have already been chipped, and the number is growing. The possibilities are limitless, especially when it comes to your health. Imagine you're rushed to the hospital without any identification. But with just one scan of your chip, doctors know your name, date of birth, medical history, insurance, blood type, allergies, even the medication you're taking. This chip in your wrist won't just change your life, one day it might just save it. And that's why this little RFID microchip is the next big thing.
All right, so you know, you saw some of the reasons why they're trying to push the RFID chip, all right? And overall, it's to control the people, to control the populace, man. It's the mark of the beast, the 666. All right, I don't care what they try to say. it is good for. It is a wicked device, and Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is going to destroy all those who take it. Now, let me get a couple of scriptures out. I want to go to the book of Exodus, the 20th chapter. All right. And the 20th chapter in the first verse on down, right? It says, and the Most High spake all these words, saying, I am the Lord thy power, Yahweh, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Now, this chip. Now, people look to for gods, right? And they believe in different gods and stuff. And one of the main reasons why they do is for they're looking for comfort in their souls. They're looking for salvation in these false gods. They're looking for security, okay, in these false gods. But those false gods is exactly what I just said, false. Okay, they're not alive. They don't eat, smell. They don't drink. They don't hear. They don't touch. Okay, but our power, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, is a living power. Okay. Now these people, like I said, they're looking for security in these false gods. Now this RFID chip is like another. It's an image. It's part of that image. All right, of the beast. All right, because they're putting their whole trust in this chip to save them. If they have some kind of health issue, if they have some kind of security issue, okay, what you name it. He showed you that Edomite showed you the different ways that chip could be used. Your license, your passports, to buy and sell, like the scriptures say. Okay, so in a way, and this goes especially for the Israelites that are going to take this chip. They're looking at this chip as a means of salvation. And for that, the Heavenly Father is going to destroy them. Now it says, thou shalt have no other gods before me. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image. Now a graven image is an image that was carved out of something. Wood or stone. Okay? Now this microchip is sort of like a carved image as well, because they had to create it. They had to manufacture this chip, okay? So they had to use a certain machine tools to create this thing, all right? This RFID chip, okay? Out of whatever material they're using, okay? And it says, thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image. The RFID chip is a graven image, all right? Because people are putting their trust in it. Alright, or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that it is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. It says, thou shalt not bow down thyself to them. So people are, when they start bringing out the RFID chip, what are they going to do? Bow down to the mandate that Esau is bringing, so that people could so they could how would I say, chip the masses out there, okay? People are gonna bow down to it. They're gonna give them some. They're gonna create a problem reaction solution, okay? There's gonna be another great big event that the the elites are gonna create. The people are gonna react to it. They're gonna get scared, and the solution is this RFID chip. They're gonna say, "Hey, get the chip, and you'll be okay. You get to eat." You know, you get to drink, you get to be, you know, whatever, right? It's going to take, as long as you have the chip, we'll take care of you, okay? And the people are going to react, they're going to get scared, and they're going to bow down to the mandates that they're going to have out there. They're going to push out there for people to get chipped. And it says, thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them, because once you get that chip, that's exactly what you're going to become, man. A servant, a slave to the new world order. Alright? For I, the Lord thy power, Yahweh, am a jealous power. You see, that's That's the reason why the Lord is going to destroy the people that get the chip, because the Heavenly Father is jealous, because the people are going to be, especially the Israelites out there, wicked Israelites in the world, are trusting in this transponder, in this RFID chip to save them. Okay? It says, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me. Okay? So now let's go to Revelation 13, right? We always bring this up because we're going to drill this into the heads, of the people. You know why? Because, to the elect for their salvation, but to the 2/3 for their destruction. All right? So they're not going to have an excuse. They're not going to have a cloak to cover themselves, man, to say they can't say they didn't know and no one warned them. All right? And that's what the elder apostles of Great Millstone and the elders and the rest of the teachers out there on the streets throughout the world that are with Great Millstone are doing. We are the watchmen on the high tower, all right, looking out for the enemy and for for the things that the enemy is doing. Okay? Now this is Revelation, the 13th chapter. Okay? And here we go. Let's see. Let me see. Let's start at the 15th verse, right? And it says, this is talking about the dragon, right? And it says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, and that right there, you bring out the RFID chip, all right. All right, they're gonna give power to this RFID chip, all right, to incarcerate the people with it, all right. That the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So part of that worship the image of the beast is those that don't receive the RFID chip. So they're gonna say, look, the people who don't want to receive the chip, they're going to try to kill them, okay? But the elect are going to be unscathed. They're going to be untouched. They're going to try to kill the elect, but they won't be able to touch them, okay? Remember Psalms 91, all right? And it says, and he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive, talking about people, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Okay? Now let's say, because the other Apostle Tahar did a video, and he was talking about, I believe Nate's people talking about, well, what if you get your, or someone had mentioned, what if you get the RFID chip in your, in your butt cheek or on your left hand or whatever? Then you won't suffer the wrath of the Heavenly Father. No, it don't matter where they put it, okay? You will still suffer the wrath, all right, of the Heavenly Father, because you took that chip, man, all right? You trusted in the image of the beast, and therefore you're going to be destroyed. I just read to you the Heavenly Father is a jealous power, okay? So you bowed down to the image. You bowed down to this graven image, the RFID chip. The RFID chip is a modern version of a graven image. Okay? And it says, and he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark. Because there's going to be, like I said, they're going to create a great event to where everything is going to shut down. The dollar is going to crash, all right? Stores and stuff are going to close. If there's going to be stores out there, it's going to be government controlled stores, grocery stores or whatever. And the only currency they'll take is the RFID chip. All right, you ain't gonna be able to eat. You're not gonna be able to drink. You're not gonna be able to do anything, buy or sell, just like it says, unless you have the RFID chip. All right, but the elect will be okay. The Heavenly Father will take care of us. And it says, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name, which is 666. All right, 666. That says, here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and that man is Edom, Esau. All right, in general, as a whole, his system, and his number is 666. All right, now I want to get the video with. I'm going to cue up the video right now with David Rockefeller. I'm sorry, I believe it was Nick Rockefeller. All right, and Aaron Russo. All right, where Nick Rockefeller tells them explicitly that their main plan is to chip everyone in the world. Okay, so I'm gonna cue it up, and then we're gonna check it out, and then close out the show.
Well, one of the things they told me was that he was at the house one night, and we were talking, and he started laughing. He said, "Aaron, what do you think women's liberation was about?" And I said, I'm pretty conventional thinking about it at that point. I said, I think it's about women having the right to work, get equal pay with men, just like they want the right to vote, you know? And he started to laugh. He said, "You're an idiot." And I said, "Why am I an idiot?" He said, let me tell you what that was about. We, the Rockefellers, funded that. We funded women's lib, you know? And we're the ones who got all of the newspapers and television, the Rockefeller Foundation. He says, and you want to know why? He said, there were two primary reasons. And they were, one reason was we couldn't tax half the population before women's lib. And the second reason was, now we get the kids in school at an early age. We can indoctrinate the kids how to think. It breaks up their family. The kids start looking at this.
Okay, so that's dealing with Nick Rockefeller telling Aaron Russo about the whole feminism movement. Let me type in the RFID chip and see if I can get that.
The ultimate goal that these people have in mind is the goal to create a one world government run by the banking industry, run by the bankers, and they're doing it in sections. The European currency, the euro, and the European Constitution is one part of it. Now they're trying to do it in America with the North American Union, right? And they want to create a new currency called the euro, right? And the whole agenda is to create a one-world government where everybody has an RFID chip implanted in them. All money is to be in those chips, right? There'll be no more cash. And this is going to be straight from Rockefeller himself. This is what they want to accomplish. And all money will be in your chips. And so instead of having cash, anytime you have money in your chip, they can take out whatever they want to take out whenever they want to. If they say you owe us this much money in taxes, they just deduct it out of your chip digitally.
Total control.
Total control. And if you're like me or you, and you're protesting what they're doing, they can just turn off your chip. And you have nothing. You can't buy food. You can't do anything. It's total control of the people.
And that chip's connected to a database that has your purchasing records, what you do, what
Everything. Everything is in there. You know? And so they want a one-world government, controlled by them, everybody being chipped, all the money in those chips, and they control the chips, and they control people, and you become a slave, you become a serf to these people. That's their goal, that's their intentions.
Eric, can you be specific about when you met Rockefeller, how it happened in these discussions?
I met Rockefeller through a female attorney I knew, who called me up one day and said, one of the Rockefellers would like to meet you. I had made a video called Mad as Hell, and he'd seen the video and wanted to meet me, and knew I was running for governor of Nevada. So sure, I'd love to meet him. And I met him, and I liked him, and he was a very, very smart man, and we used to talk and share ideas and thoughts, and he was the one who told me 11 months before 9/11 ever happened that there was going to be an event. He never told me what the event was going to be, but there was going to be an event, and out of that event, we're going to invade Afghanistan to run pipelines from the Caspian Sea. We're going to invade Iraq, you know, to take over the oil fields, establish a base in the Middle East, and make it all part of the New World Order. And we're going to go after Chavez in Venezuela. And sure enough, later 9/11 happened, and I remember he was telling me how how you see soldiers looking in caves for people in Afghanistan and Pakistan and all these places, and there's going to be this war on terror, which is no real enemy, and the whole thing is a giant hoax, you know, but it's a way for the government to take over the American people.
He told you it was going to be a hoax.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, there's no question. He says there's going to be war on terror, and this is happening. There's no, who are we fighting? I mean, why do you think 9/11 happened, and then nothing's happened since then? Do you think that our security is so great here that these people who pulled off 9/11 were able to knock down another plane? Come on, it's ridiculous. 9/11 was done by people in our own government and our own banking system to perpetuate the fear of the American people into subordinating themselves to anything the government wants them to do. That's what it's about, and to create this endless war on terror. And that's why and that was the first lie. And the next lie was to go into Iraq, you know, to get Saddam Hussein out with his weapons of mass destruction. That was the next lie.
Now, specifically, this was a little over 6 years ago?
This was
11 months before 9/11.
Yeah.
And Nick Rockefeller, who's a lawyer, he's become your friend over the previous years, and he's saying to you that there's going to be this big event, and then out of that we're going to have a war on terror, and it's just going to go on and on.
right. And this one without any real enemy. That you can never define a winner.
And did he say that it's going to be perfect because you can't define an enemy and it just goes on?
Yeah, because you can't define a winner. There's no one to beat, so it goes on and on forever. And they can do whatever they want. They scare the hell out of the American public. Look, this whole war on terror is a fraud. It's a farce. It's very difficult to say it out loud because people are intimidated against saying it. Because if you say it, they want to make you into a nutcase. But the truth has to come out. That's why I'm doing this interview. The fact of the matter happens to be that the whole war on terror is a fraud. It's a fart.
Yeah, and he's being interviewed by Alex Jones, and Alex Jones is part of it. He's down with the elites. Aaron Russo is no longer living because he came out with the truth, and you know, pretty much, you know, he was whistleblowing here, and they took him out. You know, Nick Rockefeller had him set up and took him out, man. 'Cause that's what happens when you spill the beans, so to speak. You know, on what the new world order, on the elites. Okay.
There's a war going on in Iraq. It's we invaded Iraq. I don't know they're fighting. You know, But the war on terror, it's a joke, you know? And until we discover what really happened on 9/11, and who was responsible for 9/11, because that's where the war on terror emanates from. That's where it comes from. It was 9/11 that allowed this war on terror to begin. And until we get to the bottom root of 9/11, the truth of 9/11, we'll never know about the war on terror.
Aaron, you said that he was, and I think it's important, and I know this about the Rockefellers, from Dr. Dennis Cuddy and many others who literally, you'll be 20 years old in the lunch line at college, and there's David Rockefeller. And they're experts at recruiting and getting what they call players, and that clearly he was, I want to make it specific and just get you to reiterate what you said last night about you got 30% of the vote, you were having an effect, you made mad as hell, they knew that you started the Constitution Party, they knew that you were somebody who was taking action and getting things done, you already made some big films, had a lot of other successes, so they were trying to recruit you, and didn't it come down to the point of, hey, we are here to recruit you, and don't worry, your chip's going to say, don't mess with us. You know, this guy's don't touch.
Yeah, yes, that did happen. Now, I was definitely being recruited, but it's more subtle than that.
Well, your word, just go through the process, and then what he said.
Well, what it is remember, we were friends, and we used to come to my house a lot, we'd have dinner, we'd talk, and they'd tell me about business investments they get involved in, you know, or they would help me with this business investment or that business investment. And was I interested in joining the Council on Foreign Relations? You know, I would have to get a letter to join them, but was I interested in that? And, you know, just stuff, you know, leading you on. And I used to say to him that I never really did that because that wasn't where I was coming from. You know, as much as I like you, Nick, you know, your ways and my ways were on the opposite side of the fence. You know, I don't believe in enslaving people. You know, and
he would come back with, oh, I do?
Well, it would be more like, you
it's
know...
better for them.
It's more like, you know, how do I put it? It was like, what do you care about them? What do you care about those people? What difference does it make to you? Take care of your own life. Do the best you can for you and your family. What do the rest of the people mean to you? They don't mean anything to you. They're just serfs, they're just people. You know, it was just a lack of caring, you know, and that's just not who I was. It was just sort of like cold, you know, it was just like cold, you know, and I used to say to him, what's the point of all this? You have all the money in the world you need, you have all the power you need, what's the point? You know, what's the end goal? And he said the end goal is to get everybody chipped, to control the whole society. To have the bankers, the elite people, you know, the bankers and some government controlling the world. And I said, all the people with Council on Foreign Relations believe this way you do? No. You know, most of them believe they're doing the right thing. A lot of them believe it's better off being socialistic. You know, we have to convince people that socialism is really capitalism. So America's becoming a socialist country. It's a communist country today. Well, one of the things they told me was that he was at the house one night, and we were talking, and he started laughing. He said, "Aaron, what do you think women's liberation was about?" And I said, I'm pretty conventional thinking about it at that point. I said, I think it's about women having the right to work, getting equal pay with men, just like they won the right to vote. You know? And he started to laugh. He said, "You're an idiot." And I said, "Why am I an idiot?" He said, let me tell you what that was about. We, the Rockefellers, funded that. We funded Women's Lib, you know? And we're the ones who got all of the newspapers and television, the Rockefeller Foundation. He says, and you want to know why? He said, there were two primary reasons. And one reason was we couldn't tax half the population before Women's Lib. And the second reason was, now we get the kids in school at an early age. We can indoctrinate the kids how to think. Because it breaks up the family. The kids start looking at the state as the family, as the school, as the officials, as their family, not as the parents teaching them. And so those were the two primary reasons for Women's Lib, which I thought up to that point was a noble thing. You know, when I saw their intentions behind it, where they were coming from when they created it, and the thought of it, I saw the evil behind what I thought was a noble adventure.
All right, so pretty much that concludes this show here, and until the time prophecy is accomplished, we're just gonna keep on pushing this, man, to make sure that look for the elect, make sure your family, y'all don't take this chip, man. We want you to know the seriousness of this, okay? This is deadly serious, man. All right, because it'll cost you your seat in salvation. All right. So with that, I'm Sakuran, and this is GMS Gallows on the Streets, signing off. Shalom.